Hello and welcome back. In the previous tutorial series we completed this Java wrapper for running shell scripts, and we have already completed this mockup reservation system. Now we are ready to start the actual composite service creation with a JDeveloper. So let's do that first by creating a new application. So file, new, generic application. Let's call this, for example, SOA Fence Up. Well, this will be a service-oriented architecture application. Sorry, I think I'll need to name the project. Let's call this SOA Fence service, for example. And let's make it an empty one. Like before, let's start by creating the input and output messages coming to our application. So again, new XML schema. Let's call this, for example, SOA Fence event. Let's get some namespace. Okay. Let's name this, for example, SOA Fence request, and add the parameters that the machine-to-machine platform is sending to us. So I don't know exactly what machine-to-machine platforms send, so I'll just make a list of elements that I think might be something that is common. So object ID, this would be the kind of GPS tracking device that sends us the event. There would be something like asset ID. This might be the license number for the car that is leaving the SOA Fence. There might be something like location ID. And this could be the SOA Fence ID. And then there could be something like event time, when the event happened. And then something like event class, event severity, and event text. There are these various ways to define the type. So I can directly type here the type. I can use this pop-ups set type, string, or I can go to this source folder here and I can copy these definitions. So there are these three ways to set the type. And this event time will be the date time, so let's find that one out. Yeah, it's that one. So now we have defined the request. Let's define the response. I'll do that one a little bit differently. I'll first define a complex type. This is like a class definition. So, and then I'll make an instance of the class called SOA Fence response. So let's call this one, for example, SOA Fence response type. It will be a sequence. It will be So the basic idea is that we'll kind of record the script that we run, then we'll kind of record the result code. So what happened as a result? So kind of when this script was run, and then we'll finally put some text like result text. Let's make this one a string. This one is typically an integer. And this one could again be a string. And then we can make another element called sequence response. And we can say that this element is of this type. In this way of defining this allows us to reuse this definition elsewhere if we ever need to do it. And then we can finally have a, let's call this for example sequence 4. And this would be, if there is some error, we could define this type of a message back. There would be something like error code, and then also error text. And this one would be, this one is again an int. So now we have defined the input and output parameters and error response for our composite service. So this in the next part we'll be starting by creating a WSDL file which defines the service interface. So I think this is enough for this tutorial. So thanks for watching and see you in the next one.